This week, it's all about high hopes for nutritional security on Cape Cod, thanks to bold and generous moves by many, including Jeni Wheeler and her secret ingredient. I'm Sarah Lapsley-Martin.
And I'm Katie Clancy. Welcome back to What's Good Cape Cod, where we show you Cape Cod through the eyes of a couple of locals.
Every Tuesday, we drop a new video featuring a person, place, and thing that we think you should know about.
So this week we're with Jeni Wheeler, and I had to actually get her resume up on here because I couldn't memorize it all. There's so much going on. But the big reason we have her here is because she is the co-founder of the Family Table Collaborative, which is where we are. We'll get to that in a second. You may know her better from the Faith Family Kitchen, where she has made huge strides. You might have taken a class with her online in cooking if you're a wee one. And if you ever swam against her, you probably lost because she was a Division III swimmer as well. Fun facts. So why don't we get cracking here and start talking about you, Jeni? Because in the show we talk about a person, a place, and a thing. So we're going to talk about you for a minute. So first of all, we really want to thank you for inviting us here, cooking this food. We're like, it looks amazing. Tell us a little bit about how you ended up here in this room right now doing what you're doing at the Riverway.
Well, you know what? It is the most unique, in my opinion, the most unique arrangement of social entrepreneurship meeting philanthropy that I have ever seen. So I feel a little bit, super lucky, blessed, but like I'm holding lightning in a bottle. Like it's just, our partnership with the Cisco family to allow us to move into this building is amazing. But I'll start a little bit before we got here. So I was the executive chef and director of Faith Family Kitchen. I ended up there after coming to Cape Cod after a major accident. So I was awash ashore and I ended up needing to be at Spalding. And so that was how I got introduced to the kitchen at Faith Assembly of God Church by Peter Troutman, one of the co-owners of Stargo.
And a former
one of my favorite humans. He and his brother are amazing people.
Without a doubt.
They introduced me to the kitchen at Faith Assembly of God, and 3 days later, I was running the program.
That sounds right.
I was kind of like, wait, what's happening?
That's amazing.
And so basically what happened while I was at Faith Family Kitchen is we witnessed the government shutdown of December 2018, and that gave me a little bit of a precursor to what could happen from an economic standpoint with something like COVID. And so when COVID hit, I immediately called Harry Henry, who's my business partner with the collaborative, but also he is the board chair of the Cape Cod Culinary Incubator. Mm-hmm. And he's also a fellow Babson grad. We love Babson. So basically I called Harry and I said, Harry, we should be doing more. We need to be doing more. We can be doing more. And he said, great, Jen, what does that look like? And I said, I don't know, but I will get back to you. I'm just letting you know. It's coming.
Wait for it.
And at almost the same time, the American Culinary Federation reached out to Harry because, as you know, a lot of the restaurants were closing, people were losing their jobs, but there was also going to be a lot of food that went to waste. And so they wanted to know where they could give it. So all of a sudden, Harry connected them with me, and as soon as I had a conversation with the ACF, I went, ding, 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 I know what we're doing. And so we convened a board meeting with the American Culinary Federation of Cape Cod, Michael Pillarello, who's the executive chef of the Wiana Club, and at the time, Joe Elio was the executive chef at the West End, now the lead teacher at Upper Cape Tech, which is an amazing gift to those kids.
Yeah.
So we convened a meeting, and the ACF, Jenny's Joy, my company, and the Cape Cod Culinary Incubator formed the Family Table Collaborative. The Family Table Collaborative was formed as a rapid response to COVID, and what we wanted to do was provide prepared meals to people who needed them, no questions asked. Our most important concern was making sure that what we knew was going to be stressful was made a little bit less stressful by at least having a good, nutritious, delicious meal. A lot of people who have heard me talk about this, I plead with people to stop calling it food insecurity because we deal with so much stigma already. We try and destigmatize things every day. So we talk about food security, but my passion is really nutritional security. I want to make sure that, it's not just about, are you putting something in your mouth? It's, are you putting something in your mouth that's going to make you feel good, that's going to fuel your body, that's going to get you through the day and allow you to function in a way that is helpful to you and all of society. So for me, we have a vested interest in having a healthier society. And unfortunately, a lot of food that's inexpensive is not super healthy. A lot of food, we all want comfort food sometimes.
Yep.
So, I'm not standing on a high horse.
I like a French fry from time to time.
Of course. And I think you'll see a nice variety that we're going to offer you today.
Yeah.
But it's that you want to make sure you're getting as much whole food, natural food as you can. And that can come in a lot of different ways, but you want to make sure that's what people are getting. And so that was our goal.
So you talked to us about something. You made a really good example that we really loved.
Oh, about the butternut squash.
Yes. So like you said like you can, this idea of like giving, someone a butternut squash, someone who's
but they
hungry.
don't know what to do with it.
No, they don't know what to do with it. They don't know how to.
If you don't have a sharp enough knife, if you
season it.
Correct.
Do you know who doesn't know how to cook a butternut squash? This one.
I can do a lot of squash, but not a butternut squash.
We may have to bring you on the cooking show and walk you through.
Perfect. Fine. I can learn a few things too
with the kids.
But that's part of the issue, right? Is that it's multifaceted. It's really easy for us to say we want you to be healthier. We want you to eat more real food.
Right.
But the reality is we live in a society where it's instant gratification, bigger is better, salt, sugar, fat. People don't cook. We're 2 generations away from when most people cooked, and the microwave is the number 1 cooking device.
Yeah.
So now we have an issue, right? But I think it's solvable. I definitely think it's solvable on Cape Cod. But what we say here is that education and prepared foods are the bridges necessary to bridging from where we are now to sustainable change, right? You can't just tell somebody to eat healthier. You can't just say, oh, you should eat more whole food. And the reality is, if we give you a butternut squash and we don't teach you how to use it, help you, or actually acknowledge that you just can't, then that's actually not helping, right? It's adding to the waste because we can give it to you, but you're going to throw it away. So that's not really productive. So there's a lot of amazing organizations that work in food security on Cape Cod. And everything from shelf-stable food to, the pantries that give out food are all super necessary and doing amazing work. What the collaborative wants to do is bridge, to amplify the offerings, to be able to provide prepared meals to agencies that don't currently have that capacity, and to bridge what they might be offered through different outlets.
I want us to talk. So we talk about the person and the place and the thing, and I could sit and listen to you all day. But I want to make sure we don't get through this without talking about where we are.
Yeah, about this place.
Yes.
Where are we, Jenny? Why are we here?
So we are at what is my favorite place. So we are at the Riverway, what was the Riverway Lobster House, which has an extraordinary story unto itself. It was built in the 1920s. It's been a restaurant since 1945. It was run by the Pazakis family from 1945 until 2003. And the reason we are here is that the Cisco family, Jason and Danielle, have owned it since 2009. And, through the pandemic, the pandemic's affected everybody. And the Ciscos have done amazing work in restaurants all over Cape Cod. But they've also been raising kids and, everybody wanted a little bit of a change, except nobody wanted to give up on the history of the building or what the building could mean to the community. And so, in fairness, this makes Jason completely uncomfortable. And I have made him.
Lean into it.
I know. I just tell him. I was like, it is what it is. But so within this space, our first and foremost mission is to end hunger, create nutritional security on Cape Cod and the islands, right? So the Riverway has become the Family Table Collaborative, Cape Cod's community kitchen. That is what our logo, the sign will say. That's what you're going to see. That's what the swag's going to have on it for the aprons and the wooden spoons in the gift shop. And the goal of the entire building, every dollar of profit we make in this building goes to running the collaborative. We currently serve 12 to 1,400 meals a week. With the collaborative, we're anticipating that in the next 3 years, that could be around 5,000 meals a week. And that's done with the aid of volunteer chefs, people from the ACF volunteering their time, chefs all over Cape Cod. Steve Higgins from the Cape Codder comes in every Wednesday and cooks with us. And again, it's all to create food for people who need that little extra love.
So where does the self-sustaining part come in?
So the self-sustaining part comes in the fact that we are going to take about a third of the space of what was the dining room and make it the Riverway Cafe. And the Riverway Cafe will be open for breakfast and lunch.
Serving
I think
delicious
breakfast and lunch.
Yes.
Beautiful foods. We're going to start with 4 days a week. And then, so we'll be running that. And within that, we'll also have a local makers market.
This is what I love. I think
Yeah.
it's great.
So we are renting out the kitchen to local makers. One of our local makers, you'll get to taste test some of their products today as part of what we're doing. One of our community partners is Gustari Oil. They'll be selling in our local makers market, and we use their oils. They donated over $10,000 worth of olive oil to us last year at the collaborative. It's amazing.
So if there's people that want to get in touch with you and help out,
well, there's several ways you can be involved with the collaborative. So if you want to volunteer, you can go to our website, www.familytablecollaborative.com. You can contact us through there if you want to volunteer. If you want to donate, which of course, nobody likes to talk about money, but it's the reality of what we're doing.
Yep.
And, again, working towards sustainable change, we're working towards having a permanent home that will, impact Cape Cod in a positive way for decades to come. So unfortunately, not favorite, but we need the money.
Yeah, sure, absolutely.
So you can donate through our link that's on our website. And if you're somebody that needs a little extra love, and this really matters to me because this is the mission. We are doing all of what we're doing in order to end hunger and create nutritional security for everyone, right? So if you need a little extra love, check out our Facebook page, check out our website for our schedule. And we're moving to a model, like I said, we currently do 12 to 1,400 meals a week. We're anticipating going up to about 5,000 in the next 3 years. And the way that's going to work is we're going to go direct to all the agencies. So it's not just wherever we can go twice a week. It's that every day meals are going to be going out of this building to agencies, directly from them to the people they already know need them, so that we can get deeper and deeper into the communities. And that's really critical because we know we're facing access and distribution issues on Cape Cod. And so with a lack of public transit, it's really, we need to find out how best to get to those people. And the best way to do that is utilize the agencies that know where they are. We don't have to recreate the wheel. No. We want to partner with you. We want to collaborate you. It's why I named it the collaborative.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, Jenny, you have more than paid it forward. We're so excited. Thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you for coming.
And with all the vegetables on top, you're sneaking them in. I love it.
And again, these are pea shoots from Cheddar's and Farm Stand. You've got the local radishes and local the cucumbers from Capabilities Farm. So the oils from Gustari. So it's a really nice ability to showcase local products. So this is caramelized onions, spinach, 3 types of mushrooms, on local farm fresh eggs, a little bit of cheddar.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
I feel like the love is in there.
I feel
like
the love in there
this,
too.
I feel so good eating this food.
Agreed.
Everything about it is awesome.
It looks beautiful.
So make sure you go deep to get the whole experience.
Okay. She's like, you stop talking and start eating. Okay. I think I'd like to put the salad. So what's cooking here?
All right. So this is, I'm not going to lie, this is one of my favorite things. You are going to be able to buy this homemade spicy feta. Kelly makes it. That is what that is. It is nothing shy of divine. The vegetables, it's sweet potato and cauliflower and some lentils. And with a spicy feta, it has some cumin, a little bit of salt and pepper. It is it's vibrant.
Well, it looks beautiful too. I mean, oh my goodness, it's delicious.
And it's topped with a little bit of choice sum, which are edible flowers, and it's a green. It's actually related to bok choy.
Oh, very cool.
And it's grown at the Chatham Bars in Farmstead.
Oh, look at that.
Of course it is.
Dedicated to honoring the history of the Lobster House, and the way we are going to do that is with fresh lobster rolls.
Oh, yeah.
Of course.
To the Riverway.
Yeah, love that. All right.
Should we put the pickles in?
And the pickles.
So, well, I would try the pickles separately first. So these are Jim's honey garlic pickles. And so they are a tasty treat. Like, they're a tasty treat.
Yep, obsessed with these. Yep.
We got a lot of people asking for bread and butter, which I don't think included in
Yep.
No, this is like sophisticated. This is like bread and butter with a college education. Right?
That is a perfect explanation.
So this is an olive oil cake, and I made that with some of the, Jeni mentioned one of our partners, Scari, their olive oil.
Okay.
So they
What's the frosting?
It's just a simple glaze.
Yep.
Simple citrus
So like
glaze.
a nice, citrus.
Yeah, a little citrus. Yeah.
Tell us about this room, Jeni. What do we do? We're doing some cool stuff in here, but other cool stuff is going on.
So we were super excited to do the very first tasting for the Riverway Cafe for you today in this room. But it's amazing that we actually set up in here, because we are actually building this room as a small studio. We've been teaching some online classes, and we plan to offer a ton of educational components. We will have in-person classes, virtual classes, and the studio space will allow us also to grow into a blog and a lot of, online content to help people,
So who are the classes for?
So the classes are going to be actually for kind of anybody. We'll offer a variety of classes, from anything like gluten-free cooking to what could be backyard barbecue, kind of slightly different sides, like the Mediterranean orzo salad that you had here today. Just a little bit of a twist, nice light summer salad that somebody could make at their home, right?
Yeah.
You don't have to come here and get it. So
Oh my
we
gosh.
welcome you to.
That would be really cool if you were like, you really like our salad, we'd like you to come and buy it here. But if you want to make it at home, this is how we make it.
Yes,
Because nobody's going to do it. They'll
No.
come here. I won't do it. Yeah.
But we are
an option.
It's fun
that I
to see
could
the
make it.
process. of how it's
Absolutely,
made.
absolutely. And I think the biggest thing that we like to teach with creativity is, is creative. I mean, the biggest thing we like to teach is that there isn't necessarily rights and wrongs. So get it out of your head that you don't know how to do this, you can't cook. Have fun with food, which is the name, just so happens to be the name of my cooking show for kids. Fun with food. But then the second piece of it is that it's also a lot about spicing, that flavor matters. So I hope one of the things that, besides it feeling very light, is that it's flavor forward. You shouldn't get a dish, or it's unlikely you're going to get a dish here that you're like, it's kind of a little bland. It may or may not be your flavor palette, but we are going to expose you to some ethnic spicing, a wider variety.
Yeah, we tasted a lot of different things.
A lot.
Correct.
What's your favorite thing that you ate so far?
The spice feta.
The spice feta and the frittata.
I love the frittata.
The
as
frittata.
well. Yes.
I kind of lingered with the frittata for a while.
Yes.
Would you like it back?
Yeah. Now you know what's good, Cape Cod. If you're watching on YouTube, hit the subscribe button and the bell to get notified when we drop a new show.
And if you'd like more information about Jeni or the Family Table Collaborative, visit our website, what'sgoodcc.com, for more information and links to everything we talked about.